this Money Monday, we are getting down to business as we check back in with the 43 North Business Idea Competition we told you about a little bit earlier this summer. The competition is getting heated, and we are joined in studio right now by Executive Director Andrew Polkerbeck to tell us where things stand right now. Welcome back to the show. For those that don't know or may have missed our last segment, what is 43 North? Quickly recap what the competition is.
Sure. So 43 North is really stemming from Governor Cuomo's Buffalo Billion Initiative, and really it's a competition about the merits of individual teams with great ideas from around the world, and an opportunity to take those ideas, receive some funding through a competitive process, and ultimately locate here in Buffalo.
And the last time you joined us, you had just received 6,932 applicants for some of this money from 96 different countries. Your team worked furiously and narrowed everything down to 113 semifinalists, correct?
That's exactly right. So we narrowed it down to 113 semifinalists, and it wasn't really my team necessarily. It was really the broader community. We've got judges from all around the world, almost 300 individual judges from around the world that worked tirelessly on our behalf, on the behalf of Western New York, on behalf of Buffalo, to actually sort out what are going to be the best and brightest of all these ideas.
And what was that judging process like? What kinds of things did they have to judge each competitor on?
So the initial part of this, they're looking at the overall quality of the team. They're looking at the idea itself, how protectable it can be. Can it scale and go big? What size do the markets really look like? Really looking at the essence of what an executive summary would be on a business plan. What is the overall quality of their opportunity, and can they build it successfully?
And there were, like we said, applicants from 96 countries, but there were so many local applicants as well. How many of them made it through to the next round?
So we've got, out of that 113, 66 New York-based companies, and I think that's a pretty phenomenal thing to see.
Great number.
In addition to that, though, we really covered the globe with this. We've got semifinalists from Taiwan, Australia, India, Israel, and Switzerland, even up into Canada, of course. So really great representation internationally. Domestically, they're coming from all around the country, from New York State, as we talked about, but down to Texas, California, which is kind of a surprise for many people, and Washington State, all around the country.
It's amazing to think that word of this competition spread all across the globe. How did that happen?
I think it was a very purposeful effort in many respects. We reached out very aggressively to go around the globe. I personally visited India and Israel, was there for a couple of weeks. My team collectively went around the United States and Canada to 30-plus cities. We were very aggressive in social media, and as I think I had mentioned before, we received in excess of 14 million impressions on social media. In addition, we've got national coverage and international coverage in media, television, print, newspapers, all kinds of different ways by which we were able to get the message out to entrepreneurs. We had to communicate with them where they were at.
Absolutely. Okay, so now that we're down to 113 semifinalists, where does it go from here? What's the next step?
So the next step is we've gone back to these semifinalists. We've asked them now for some additional information. We're really getting at now the deeper aspects of their overall business plan. We'll be going through some judging that will happen live online. So if they're in Taiwan or they're in Switzerland, they're going to pitch live to 3 judges, and those judges, again, can be anywhere in the world. But these are subject matter experts that really understand their opportunity. We'll be announcing then the finalists, the 11 finalists that will be invited into Buffalo at the end of September. So it's going to be a really neat time over the next couple of months.
And we know that at least one of those local companies is guaranteed to be one of the winners, right?
That's correct. So of those 11 winners that will be presenting on stage at the Albright Knox on the 30th of October, that's the day that they're pitching live, we know that there's going to be at least one local company that'll be up there standing that chance to win a minimum of $250,000 or $500,000 award, or even the top prize of $1 million.
All right, very nice. And of course, you can go to 43north.org. There's a full list of all those semifinalists in case you're wondering a little bit more about the companies. You can do a little more research yourself as we gear up for the next stages of the competition. Thanks so much for coming in on another Monday Monday. We appreciate it.
Thanks very much.